I don't understand why I get so depressed. Because clearly I have many things in my life. Like this scene here is almost like a reason not to be depressed, right? Like you think like computer, artwork, this, that and whatnot. And I have outlets. I wanted art in my room, so I painted it myself. And look how sick it is. How could I be depressed when I have things like a great mom, I have God in my life, I have a home, I have food in my belly, I have clothes on my back. There hasn't been a day for the longest time that I've gone without eating. There hasn't been a day where a lot of stuff that means I should be happy, I've had it all. So how could I be depressed? I don't really think I'm the only one that's depressed. I can't be. Especially when like, there's a lot of shit going on in this world, I guess, and maybe there's an energy that we can't control that kind of like adds to it, or maybe in many ways it's literally just a mind state or an emotion that we have to feel, just like happiness and sadness, anxiety, and what's other good ones? Just happiness? No, there's more. Excitement, passion, all of these emotions we feel. Maybe depression is just one of them, and one that we have to feel in order to be human. I don't know, but I feel depressed quite a lot of the time. No, a lot of the time. It's weird because it's like, you know, like you can't just say someone's a happy person, right? Because if you pissed me off, I'm not going to be happy. You would not meet the happy version of me. So I'm not just a happy person all the time, nor am I a depressed person all the time. I mean, most people that meet me would never think I'm depressed. Depression is something that we hide a lot because it sounds ungrateful. Like I said, look, did I not just list off a bag of things that I should be happy about? So how dare I be depressed? You know, like, well, let's say if I had a wife, right? And then I'm telling my wife I'm depressed. She's gonna think, well, if you're depressed and you're with me, then do I make you depressed? And why do I make you depressed? I've been in relationships where the girl has told me that she's depressed and upset and sad, and I took it as a thing of like, what I make you depressed and sad and this, that and whatnot. And the thing is, it isn't to do with the other person, man. And that's why I think a lot of people find it hard to tell people they're depressed, because it sounds so ungrateful, man. And I am not ungrateful. I am not. I'm like, there's people out there dying of starvation, don't have none of these things we have, and are they depressed? They must be, right? Or what if they ain't? What if they're, I don't know. Maybe we got too much. And in having so much, we lose the value of what we actually have. And then therefore end up feeling like we have nothing. It's hard to talk about depression without just sounding like such a bitch. And sounding like such a... without sounding like I want people to be like, oh Dan, don't be depressed, it's okay. It's none of that. Like the other video I did, I had such a great response, and I'm so glad I did it. And I think it's what's encouraged me to do more, because at first I did it because it's the way I felt, and I wanted to put that out there because I've always been comfortable talking about my emotions. And so many people reached out back saying that they felt the same way, and I think in some ways it's good because I've created the conversation, or at least I've let a few people know that I myself feel that, and that allowed them to realize they felt it themselves. And I feel like a lot of the things that the people said to me was words that they needed to hear themselves, and they said great stuff about me, but those same things can be applied to them. And that's another crazy thing. I think people see your potential way more than you, so you beat yourself up for stuff that you don't need to beat yourself up for, and others don't see that. You know, they see the good in you and you see the good in them. So a big part of depression could be perspective. But then on the other hand, that sounds like a whole bunch of bullshit to me, because I can change my perspective, but then there's still days where I get so down. And I'm not depressed at my life. I'm not, like I said, look, I listed off a bag of things, man. Like the art, the everything, tattoo, whatever I want to do, I do. And I do it good. I do good. I made music and it came out good and people said they loved it. I started painting and it's amazing stuff, and people really give me nice feedback about stuff. I have so many outlets. I go to the gym. I look young. All of these things, like, I mean, how could I be? But yet I still am. And here's the weird thing about the whole depression thing. It doesn't matter what people say to you. It doesn't seem to make it better. Because again, you're not depressed all the time. It's just these moments you have that really bring you down. And for me, I think it's the weight of the world. Like, not that I'm trying to carry the world, because I really ain't. I'm just trying to do my life and do it well. But I can't help but see us just going down such a crazy path, and it seems like every generation just wants the next generation to fix it, and no one really seems to want to work at this. Like, and that for me is what gets me depressed. I can't really say I'm proud to be a human being at the moment, you know what I'm saying? And that hurts, man, because I genuinely believe we was given a great opportunity to be amazing. So for me, my depression falls from part of us not achieving what we should achieve as a collective. And I know that sounds stupid because it's out of my power, right? But it doesn't mean I don't feel it. It doesn't mean it doesn't get me down. It doesn't mean it doesn't affect me. Just because I understand that there's nothing I can do about it doesn't mean that it's not playing on my mind and making me feel certain ways. Again, I never done this video for you lot to say or reach out to me and tell me it's okay. I know it's okay. I have a great fucking life. I'm very appreciative of it. I did this video because I know that if I can feel this way and have so much, then what about the people that don't have so much? What are they feeling? And if you are depressed, you have to talk about it. It's not going to change it. It might not even make you feel that much better, but it will relieve enough so that you don't do stupid things. How am I going to try and fix it? I don't know if you can fix it, or if it's just a thing that I'm going to feel every so often. I actually quit smoking weed and stuff like that, and I thought that would help, but in all honesty, it hasn't. My mind's clear, and I think when I do get depressed, I think the reason's valid. And I think that gives me some comfort. I kind of just came to that now, just by talking. The conclusion of what I'm coming to is I think maybe it's okay to be depressed sometimes, if the reason's valid. Maybe it's an emotion that we need to release and feel. I just think it's more important to talk about it, and it's good to have someone to talk about it with. So I hope that you do have someone you could talk about it with and can understand you, because I do. Like, my mum understands me in a major way, and when I talk about certain things, I can imagine it could upset her because I'm her son and she hears me talking certain things and thinks, damn. I truly think she understands where I come from and knows that this is my way of processing. Talking about it makes me not do stupid things. Anyway, I'm doing this whole YouTube thing, and you subscribing to the channel would really mean a lot. I mean, it would just mean these videos can go to more places. I think talking about this and this reaching people would be good, man. So the more you like the video and subscribe to the channel, the more it would just push the video out there and do all that lovely stuff. So if you can find it in your heart to do so, please do so. And my name's Daniel. I hope what I said helped, and I just hope the world gets better, man. For all of us, you know. Anyway, peace.